Today we are presenting top 10 coldest places in the world. Rogers Pass. Rogers Pass. Elevation is 1,330 meters or 4,360 feet. Is a high mountain pass throughout the SELKIRK Mountains of British Columbia used by the Canadian Pacific Railway and the Trans-Canadian Highway. Rogers Pass is in the heart of Glacier National Park, in the midst of mountains popular for ski mountaineering, camping, hiking and mountain climbing ever since the region became accessible in 1886. The location has tourist service including the Rogers Pass Discovery Center and National Park Services. In 1954, Rogers Pass was the frigid -70 degrees, the coldest temperature ever recorded in Montana. Fort SELKIRK. Fort SELKIRK, located in the coldest areas of Canada, -74 degrees Fahrenheit, was the lowest temperature ever recorded there. If you wish to travel, never visit it in January, as it's the coldest month in Fort SELKIRK. It's a little hard to get here given the fact that there is no road access. Most visitors arrive in Fort SELKIRK by plane or by boat. Because of the equivalent to -58.9 degrees Celsius, that is very unbearable for those who are used to the equatorial temperature. These extreme cold conditions made this place a desolated in 1950. Prospect Creek. Prospect Creek is a very small settlement approximately 180 miles north of present-day Fairbanks and 25 miles southeast of present-day Beatles, Alaska. Years ago, it was home to numerous mining expeditions and the camp for the building of the Trans-Alaska pipeline system. Today, it is the location of Pump Station 5 of the TAPS. Prospect Creek is also home to the United States record for lowest temperature. On January 23, 1971, the record for low temperature of -79.8 Fahrenheit was recorded. Wildlife can be found there even with its extreme changes in temperature. Local fauna include anything from black and brown bears to bald eagles. The elevation of Prospect Creek is 643 feet above sea level. SNAG. A few years ago, 82-year-old Wilfred Wilf Blizzard remembered the coldest day recorded in North America's history. Blizzard was one of 4 weathermen stationed at the SNAG airport in Yukon Territory on February 3, 1947. On that day, the temperature dropped to -81 degrees Fahrenheit. Blizzard remembered tossing water into the air and watching it freeze into pellets before hitting the ground, and listening to the magnification of local sounds created by the severe temperature inversion. When a plane flew over at 10,000 feet, it sounded like it was in your bedroom, he said. On that day, Blizzard and his co-workers for the Weather Service of Canada failed a notch into the glass and gassing off an alcohol thermometer because the indicator within fell below the lowest number. Smitey, in English also called mid-ice, was the site of an Arctic expedition in the interior of Greenland that took place from July 1930 throughout August 1931 and claimed the life of noted German scientist Alfred Wegener. The campsite was located 402 kilometers from the coast at an estimated altitude of 3,010 meters. The coldest temperature recorded during the expedition was -64.8 Celsius on March 10, 1931, while the warmest temperature noted was -1.8 Celsius on July 1931. Record cold in Greenland. This is at a high elevation of 10,000 feet atop the Greenland ice sheet There is a research station at Summit Camp. The temperature was -86.8 degrees. Verkhoyansk is a town in Verkhoyansk district of Sakha Republic, Russia, located on the Yana River in the Arctic Circle, 92 kilometers from Patagai, the administrative center of the district, and 675 kilometers north of Yakutsk, the capital of the republic. Verkhoyansk holds the record for both the hottest and the coldest temperatures ever recorded above the Arctic Circle, with 38.0 Celsius and -67.8 Celsius. The hot record is shared with Fort Yukon, and the cold record is shared with Oymyakon. As of the 2010 census, its population was 1,311 people. Oymyakon. Oymyakon is a rural locality in Oymyakonski district of the Sakha Republic, Russia, located along the Indigirka River, 30 kilometers northwest of Tomtor on the Kolyma Highway. It is one of the coldest permanently inhabited settlements on Earth. The town is known for its extremes, but the daily average temperature from November to March is well below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It holds a bevy of the other cold weather distinctions. Oymyakon, Russia, already considered the world's coldest permanently inhabited town, sank to a mind-numbing 88 degrees below zero. That's even colder than the average temperature on Mars, which is 80 below zero according to space.com. North Ice. North Ice was a research station of the British North Greenland expedition from 1952 to 1954. The altitude of 2,341 meters above sea level, the British North Greenland expedition was led by Commander James Simpson. The station recorded the lowest temperature ever in North America with -66.1 Celsius on 9th of January 1954. The name of the station contrasts to the former British South Ice Station in Antarctica. The record for the lowest body temperature at which an adult has been known to survive is 56.7 Fahrenheit, which occurred after the person was submerged in cold ice weather. PLATEAU Station. PLATEAU Station is an active American research and South Pole Queen Mount land traverse support base on the central Antarctic plateau. Construction on the site started on 1965 and the first traverse team arrived in early 1966. The base was in continuous use until January 29 of 1969. When it was closed by mothballed for future use, and was the most remote and coldest of any United States stations on the continent. It was also the site for the world's coldest measured average temperature for a month at the time, recorded in July 1968 at -99.8 Fahrenheit. The station was operated and staffed by the National Science Foundation and United States Navy. VOSTOK. The lowest natural temperature ever directly recorded at ground level on Earth is -89.2 Celsius at the Soviet Vostok station in Antarctica on 21st of July 1983 by ground measurements. On August 2010, satellite observation showed a surface temperature of -93.2 Celsius along a ridge between Dum Argos and Dum Fuji at 3,900-meter elevation. The result was reported at the 46th annual meeting of the American Geophysical Union in San Francisco. So that was our list. See you next time!